I would like to presenting our last material about the importance and roles of linguistics in Islamic perspective and Islamic studies, or integration of linguistics with religious studies. And to fulfill my assignment of language instruction Islamic perspective guide to Mr. Siswandi. Okay, for the first, I think we must know that the importance of language in many studies and discipline of knowledge as a status as a condition to true understanding of other scientific objects of disciplines of knowledge. Linguistics is a scientific study of language. And study of language is not the monopoly of linguistics alone. Other disciplines of knowledge such as psychology or communication, science, sociology, and anthropology also study language. Historically, linguistics can be said as a science which developed from the needs of anthropologists to better understand a community which becomes subject of their study. In order to achieve their objective, the anthropologists equipped themselves with mastery of language of the community. Discussing potential roles of linguistics in Islamic studies does not mean discussing linguistics was formed from missionary tradition activities of Islamic studies. Okay. I would like to tell you this article is aimed to survey some Islamic religious basis for the study and importance of language and linguistics, as well as to explain that comprehensive and correct understanding of a language. In this case, Arabic is very crucial in understanding many aspects of Islam studies. In the discussion, the role and function of language, as well as the relationship of language and some branches of Islamic studies, will be dealt. Arabic is a one such language just according to this eternal defined principle. But the function of Islam as the final and universal message is to unite all linguistic communities, all nations, and all races. Arabic was the language selected to perform the role of an international Islamic language, the medium of the less defined message addressed to all of mankind. The second is the linguistic integrated with Islamic studies. Linguistic tradition of Arabic language started and grew up as a practical and purposeful science. Its objective was to safeguard recitation and comprehension of the Quran. This objective was developed to cover not only every linguistic aspect of the Quran, but traditions of the Prophet as well. And I think enough for my explanation. Thanks for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum.